Cool, cool. All right, we're recording.
I love it. Welcome.
Welcome to a dance, Joel.
It's Wednesday, April 8th. Last Wednesday was April Fool's.
It was April Fool's last Wednesday. I meant to do something about that, but we were
Yeah.
on spring break with the kids.
Yeah,
So
we used to hit people with the saran wrap underneath the toilet seat,
of course you did.
you know.
Of course you
That
did.
was one of our favorites as kids. And when I say kids, I mean I haven't done it in about 5 years.
Right. I would carefully orchestrate and plan out like months ahead April Fool's jokes that I would play on my mother
Oh, fun.
almost every year for years.
Yeah.
And when we got back from spring break this week with the kids and everything, 'cause we were gone pretty much the whole week. And I had my mom over for Easter, and we had the parents and everybody over. And she's like, I was really kind of waiting to see if something was going to happen. And April Fools,
Yeah.
I think one year I had several people call her up because I was in Virginia I was in Virginia for a training out, and I had several people call her up like a day or two before. Then I called her up like a couple days before, like, pretending like the training was going really bad, and I was having issues or something like that. I was just laying the groundwork.
Yeah.
And then I had somebody call her the night of April 1st, and they're like, Jasper's in jail. Jasper's locked up, and
Yeah.
he's like he's in Virginia prison. And he's like all this stuff. And then I think they pretended to be, they were one of the guys from the unit that called,
Yeah.
that my mom knew. And then we waited for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I called her.
I need you to send bail money.
Yeah.
I'm in the Norfolk
She's
Correctional
like, you
Facility.
son of a.
I'm in the pokey.
She's like, I really thought you were in jail.
I think I was a sophomore in high school, and I moved all the clocks in our house an hour ahead. After everybody went to bed, I went and moved all the clocks forward an hour, so everybody woke up at their normal time. And they looked at their clocks, and it was
actually an hour
it was
earlier.
8:00 instead of 7.
Send everybody into a frenzy.
Send everyone into a frenzy.
We're late.
We're
Get
late.
a car.
We
Get
gotta
stuff.
go.
Yeah.
We gotta go. That was
All right.
before everybody had cell phones.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the analog time.
Yeah.
So today's the 8th. Yesterday was the 7th. It was the state and local elections in the state of Wisconsin.
Correct.
We got to see a lot of it last night because we finished recording at like midnight.
Yep.
Something like that. We got to see a lot of it last night, and we had a Supreme Court justice up for a Supreme Court seat in the state of Wisconsin up for grabs.
Correct.
And it didn't exactly go our way.
No.
So now it's like a 5-2 majority in the state of Wisconsin, especially in Madison, Milwaukee, predominantly historically pretty liberal.
Yes.
It was an upturn when President Trump won Wisconsin during his election. I remember being kind of an upset because that's something that hasn't happened in a long time.
Right.
And I watched a news report earlier this week, and they were basically forecasting. They were forecasting what this election might look like, the spring election might look like for the state and local levels.
Yep.
Based upon the current administration and what's been happening.
If we weren't I think that people that were on the fringe, or people that were or are upset with the current administration, i.e. the war in Iran, I think that actually hurt local Republican candidates.
Yeah, I think without a doubt it did.
I think so.
Any large scale seats that were coming up, especially at the state level. And you got midterms coming up this year. If what's going on in your local government, what's going on in your state and the federal, like, if there's things that you're not happy with, get involved, please.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that we're going to be able to make much of a change on what's happening here.
But I look at it like, I believe that there were probably a lot of Republicans and conservatives that are not happy with what's going on a federal level. So they just didn't vote.
For whatever, yeah.
But I look at, there's 80,000 people in Wood County and 10,000 voted.
Yeah.
That seems awfully low.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately that's pretty typical for a local election. I mean, a lot of people come out for the national, the federal. We were talking about that yesterday, but when it comes to local elections, for whatever reason, it doesn't get a lot of a lot of support to get people out there and vote. I really don't. I mean, I get it. The national elections, the president elections and Senate and the House. They're widely campaigned. There's a lot of money that's put in. It's all over the media. You see
Yep.
the signs everywhere. There's people campaigning. There's fundraisers. There's they throw these dinners and these things, and so there's a lot
It's more
behind it.
front and center
Yeah, yeah,
behind it.
and you got local elections. People don't. There's not that much money in putting it, and
Yeah.
a lot of the candidates that do these local, they get these local seats. I mean, it's basically a volunteer job.
Right.
I mean,
100%.
there's some of them that you'd be working, a couple hours a week, and there's some of them that you probably put 10 hours, 12 hours a week in, and that's your time.
Yeah. And if you have a family and
It's
kids
tough.
and a
It's
business and a
tough. It's because
job.
it's not a full-time job.
No.
Um, it's tough to get people to do it,
Yeah.
and then it's even tougher to get people to support you on it, to
Right.
get out there and actually vote for you because they're like, I'm not really sure how much that matters. So,
Well, and that's the thing is I think that the misconception is, the big elections count
yeah,
and the local elections aren't as important. But
yeah,
I think we kind of talked about this yesterday is you can make a very valid argument that you're more impacted by who's on your school board,
yeah,
who is your local district judge,
yeah,
who is on the state Supreme Court,
yeah,
who is, who is your county commissioners, right?
yeah,
Who is on the village boards.
yeah,
Those are the day in, day out logistical
yeah,
things that you're going to see in your life.
yeah,
But as a society, we almost have it backwards. We're worried about the big bad federal government,
yeah,
which was, I believe the founding fathers had the idea that the federal government was supposed to be small and agile and mobile. And state government and county boards and county government was supposed to have a lion's share of the power.
yeah,
And it's almost like by design that's been flipped.
yeah. I think you're probably right. I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yep. And I don't.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know. Anyway,
So let's talk about, because of your military background, you are going to understand these terms better than I understand them. But I was thinking, at least I was aware, or last night, sometime around 7 p.m., there was a ceasefire
agreement.
agreement in Iran.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, like, what is the definition of a ceasefire? What
Well,
what is what is that? What does that mean?
typically you stop shooting at each other.
Yeah. And
That's
so
usually what a ceasefire means.
so if
Everybody stops shooting at each other for a minute.
so okay, that's how I had understood it. Is a
Yeah,
ceasefire means, okay, we're gonna let diplomacy have a
take a
chance
minute here.
to grow.
And I got to be honest with you, especially after the post the president put out Sunday, I was hoping something really good was going to happen before that deadline, and it looked like it did. It's really quite frustrating.
Yeah, I don't understand how we can have a ceasefire
Yeah, and
when
people are
we're
still
when
shooting.
we're backing our greatest ally, and our greatest ally goes and bombs the living piss out of Lebanon
Again,
again.
again.
So at what point do we just let our greatest ally fight their own battles? Because
Yeah.
when they blow up shit in Lebanon, they're using our bombs and our technology. So it's as if,
And our money.
and our money, it's as if we're funding their violence. And obviously, they don't give a shit about what we have to say.
Or what it's doing to anybody else, I guess.
Right. So how do you have peace?
It was a very great thing last night for the president to say, okay, we're in a ceasefire.
Yep.
Very happy to see that.
Yeah.
We're not escalating things. Let's take a minute to try to de-escalate and figure out how we get out of this.
Yes.
How we can move forward and stop what's happening or come to agreement, whatever it is.
Right.
And then, you're seeing,
Yeah.
Lebanon getting hit and Iran attacking Israel because they went after Lebanon. And I've heard a couple of other things that are happening. So like,
Do we evidently our President Trump didn't get Israel's permission to have a ceasefire.
I don't,
I
yeah,
didn't know we needed it,
yeah,
right? But maybe
yeah,
we do. Maybe
you,
we need Bibi Netanyahu
yeah.
to give us permission to
Stop
have
the
a
war. Yeah.
ceasefire because,
Uh,
you know, I mean, we're funding his terrorism
yeah.
with our tax dollars, but we need to get permission from him to have a ceasefire.
I don't get it. Here
There's
would
a lot of
be
people that are a lot smarter than I am, so I'm open to have any dialogue. But just
absolutely.
on the surface, this feels, and I don't like to say the F word, this feels fucking stupid. This feels like a cartoon. So either Trump doesn't have the power to actually call a ceasefire and a truce and
Yeah.
work toward peace, or our greatest ally doesn't give a fuck
What?
what we say.
Yeah.
They're going to use the bombs and the money and the
Yeah.
everything that we've given them to do what they want to do, regardless of what our commander in chief says.
Yeah.
So I've got a problem with that on a couple of different levels. So
I mean, wouldn't this be kind of like the aha moment for a couple of people saying when you see President Trump saying we're gonna call a ceasefire,
yeah,
we're gonna stop hostilities,
we're waving the
we're let's have a minute to talk and see
yeah,
how we get through this, and then hours later, Israel just starts blowing the shit out of Lebanon again. I don't know. I just want them to stop killing people.
yeah,
Stop killing civilians. I want them to stop killing civilians. We touched on it. I put a short out earlier today about the children's school
yeah,
that somehow got bombed not once but twice.
yeah,
I can understand being a former forward observer and Air Force TAC P that mistakes happen when you're calling in strikes.
100%.
Okay, so maybe there was a high value military target. Maybe, okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate
Right.
right next to the school that somehow that was supposed to be hit
Yep.
and the school got hit
Yep.
instead.
Bad win.
When you hit it
Yep.
once,
Yeah.
but the report is it was hit twice,
Yeah.
not once and oh, wrong target. Oh my God, twice.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was us or if it was Israel.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter to me.
100 some kids just got blown up in a school.
Yeah.
But it's got to be hurting our relationships with our allies, especially when we call a ceasefire and then Israel's just keeps going.
I don't see it serving America's best interest.
No,
It feels like a bad dream. What does it say to the rest of the world? It basically says, well, the United States is,
Israel's
they
gonna
can't even rein in their greatest ally. I mean, I don't care what you believe, whether you're religious, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, I don't care. But when you start intentionally destroying lives and communities,
civilian targets.
civilians,
Yeah,
then
that's a real problem.
that,
You're just creating genocide,
yeah,
state-sponsored genocide.
that's all it is. The government of Israel is going to do whatever they want to do, no matter what we say.
Yeah, it feels like that. I don't,
So,
and I think I'm. To me, it definitely felt like an aha moment. Okay, who's really running this war?
right,
Like
and that's the whole thing. Is so
yeah,
if that's the case, let's just call it what it is.
and let's get out of it.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah.
Okay, if that's what you want to do. Apparently,
Ooh,
did you see that? You brought that up the other day. That if you're an American citizen and you join the Israeli IDF,
yeah.
somebody put in a bill.
I
In
believe it was the Speaker of the House,
our
Mark
House,
Johnson, Mike
Senate,
Johnson. Yeah,
somebody put in a bill proposing that if you're an American citizen and you serve in the IDF, you should be able to qualify for American VA benefits.
that's crazy.
What?
We can't take care of
What?
our American
Yeah.
servicemen and women that have PTSD, got blown up in Afghanistan, mental health issues, homelessness.
Yeah.
We can't take care of the vet.
We got plenty of problems here to deal with.
Yeah,
And I don't, there's just so much of this that feels crazy to me.
yeah,
Don't they have their own VA? I don't know.
yeah. I mean, well, I'm sure they do. It's funded by us. So
Probably,
it's,
probably.
I mean, yeah, I'm and that's what's crazy. It's getting to a point now where we're taxed to the gills here. We're taxed on
Yeah,
every single thing.
yeah,
You own your house, you're still paying rent every month for your property tax. I mean, we're taxed crazy town.
yeah.
The Revolutionary War started over a 3-cent tax on tea, and now we're taxed at
30 some
yeah,
odd percent minimum.
between 35 and 50%, right?
Yeah,
That was not the intention of our founding fathers, in my opinion.
no,
And all that does is create fraud. All it does is create bigger federal government,
yeah,
which the federal government's idea of a solution isn't, hey, let's actually go find what's wrong and fix it. Let's just pour more money at it.
yeah. That's one of the things that I really liked about this administration when it started. They really went after fraud, waste, and abuse. I mean, they really went after it, and I think it was trillions of dollars that they
Yeah.
pulled out of it. And that's just what they uncovered, what Elon uncovered,
Yeah.
in the first, what was it, 6 months or something like that?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, a few names probably got put over the desk and they said, oh boy,
Yeah.
we can't do this anymore because the
People
American people are going to get pissed that, $1 trillion a year is getting
funneled out
funneled
to,
to all kinds of crazy shit.
yeah,
So let's just stop investigating. Let's not fix the problem. And that's the thing that I love that they uncovered all the fraud.
yeah.
But if they're not going to arrest anybody and they're not going to have any consequences for the fraud,
Yeah.
then it's just a slap in the face. If there's no accountability and there's no
I'm sorry,
repercussions,
are you talking about fraud or the Epstein files?
all of it. That's the whole
Yeah,
point. It's all a joke. Basically, we live in a land without laws. We live in a land without laws. As long as you have enough money,
Yeah.
or you hire enough people,
Yeah.
or you have a big enough business,
Yeah.
or you have a big enough lobbying group that's not have to register for FARA,
Yeah.
then there's no laws. There's no consequences for you. But if, Larry Johnson down the road,
messes up his taxes.
Larry Johnson's going to get the full extent of the law.
Yeah.
But somebody that's,
Embezzling a couple million
embezzling
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But until people start getting arrested, tamed, charged, prosecuted,
something.
until there's accountability, it's
Smoke show.
it's all bullshit.
Like a dance.
It's all fake.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
I think
sometimes I feel like it's all a dream. Like, this can't be real. This can't be real. It's not really happening.
I know.
And
You and I.
by the way, I think Cash Patel is a big pussy too.
Well, Dan Bongino.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of either one of them at this point.
God bless Massey. I mean, and Rand Paul, and there are good
There's
people
congressmen out there.
on both sides. And I mean, I honestly thought that he was
started out good.
I thought he was a good investigator that loved America and was going to turn around the FBI.
Did you see it? Well, I put that short up the other day. He's like, there's nothing credible in the Epstein files to allow us to prosecute anybody.
Well, if there's nothing credible, then Cash, why don't you take the black marker off the names so I can see what Bill Gates did and I can see what they all did and what they said in their own emails that they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why are you protecting them?
Yeah. Why is it? Well,
it's crazy. I don't know. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
But God help us. Pray for peace.